Welcome back to Trailer Trash Flips. It's been 2 days since I finished out my last video where my sales were just crazy low. And I finished that video out on a Thursday. Today is Saturday morning. And my sales are a little bit better. They're not great. I've got a total of $105.43 going out here today. But that's also over a 2-day period. So that's barely more than $50 per day. And I'm not complaining because my sales are better, but I know they're not quite where they should be. I did take a look earlier at my impressions and page views, and they're still up, particularly the organic. So things are closer to being better than being bad like they were all during last week. And I'm really just hoping that whatever was going on was a one-time fluke, because I know that the items that I sell do have an impact on my sales. A lot of these bin store items, they're available from me, other sellers, Amazon, and so on. But I do try to price them low enough that there is a price advantage in buying them from me. But with the increase in USPS shipping rates, it's getting really hard. So while I don't think that the shipping was a major factor in my low sales, it's really causing me to rethink my shipping. And I currently do not pass my discount on to the customer. I've always regarded the extra money that I'm making on shipping as helping pad my profits a little bit, which in turn helps me keep the initial price a little bit lower and pays for my packing materials. So I'm considering that I may really need to pass that discount on to the customers. I'm currently running a 25% off promotion in my store, and I almost always run either a 20 or 25% off promotion. And I don't think I'm fooling anyone. That's really not the case, but I do like to mark up my products a little bit, maybe say 15 or 20%, and then run a 25% off sale. I found that over the last, a little over a year and a half, I think running those promotions have helped my sales. I don't have any empirical evidence that that's true, but it does appear that once I raised my prices just a little bit and then marked them down even further with the promotions, that it helped. But I really need to sit back and look at everything, because if I'm going to pass that shipping discount on to the customers, I'm going to have to reduce down my store sale amount. I used to always just run a 10 or 15% off sale, but now that all my prices are kind of set in accordance with having a 20 or 25% off sale, I'm going to have to go back and reduce the prices on all my items. It seems kind of like a nightmare. But if that's what I have to do to keep sales going, then so be it. I really hate to lose the ability to price an item maybe $1 or $1.50 lower than what I want to price it at. But if that's what it's going to take to keep my store going, then I'm just going to have to make some changes to it. So with that said, I'm going to get these orders packed up. In bin H11, I have a set of tarp poles going out. And these sold for $14.96 plus shipping. In H13, I've got one bottle of these Omega-3 capsules going out for $9.71 free shipping. On the LP1 shelf, I've got this Frizz Life water filter system that's going to take 2 hands to get out. The water filter system sold for $38.21 plus shipping. In the H6 bin, sold another Foligain scalp roller, and I kind of thought that I was out of these. No, I got a couple left at least. Okay, and this sold for $8.96 plus shipping. In the F2 bin, I sold 2 packs of vacuum cleaner bags, and these sold for $11.92 plus shipping. In the P1 bin, I sold a Bass Cat cap, and let's see, yeah, I've only got one of these red and white ones. I think I actually had 2 of these, but one of them had a little bit of staining or something on it. But anyway, this sold for $11.96 plus shipping. And back in my eBay room, the final item is this jalapeno popper rack, and this sold for $9.71 plus shipping. The Frizz Life under sink filter system, this came from the bin store, and I'm almost positive that I bought this on a Sunday, so I've got $4 into this. The Bass Cat cap I've got from an estate sale, and I showed these in a video a while back. I bought several of these caps. I think I've got either $2 or $2.50, I can't remember, into it. Not the greatest flip at $12, but I'll definitely take it. The vacuum bags, so I only have $1 into both of these bags. The Full Gain scalp roller, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I've sold several of those, and I bought those for 50 cents. The torque poles, I either have 50 cents or $1 into these, so $1 into 15 is definitely not too bad. I've got several bottles of these vegan omega-3s, and I only have 50 cents into these. So at $9.71 with free shipping, not much profit there, but I did know that these were going to be low profit and probably free shipping when I bought them. But I just got them so cheap, I found it kind of hard to pass those up. And the jalapeno popper racks, I got 4 of these from a bin store that's no longer in business because they were cherry picking all their premium items, so they ended up going out of business. But I bought 4 of these one day, and I think I have $1 into these. They were not a very good buy considering they're kind of heavy to ship, and I'm really kind of surprised that this one sold because the shipping is $10.80 and the rack is $9.71, but at least it did sell, so I'm making some money on that. It is Monday at almost 2:30 in the afternoon. The earlier part of this video I filmed Saturday morning, and so I guess over the last 2 days I've got 8 orders going out for a total of $116.34. So I think my sales are still a little bit on the low side, although much better than the 6-day terrible period I had. I actually have technically 9 orders going out. As I was packing these, I just kind of checked to make sure of the expiration date on supplements and vitamins and things like that, and I saw those expired in January. So I messaged a customer and they said it was fine, go ahead and send them. So I am going to send those out with the other orders today. Right before I started this video, I did get some listing done. And by listing, I guess I technically only listed 1 item. And what I've been doing is I've been doing a big draft bank and scheduling out my listings. I've heard people talk about that for a long time now, but one person in particular, Rocky Top Picker, was talking about spending a day or maybe 2 days just doing all of your listings for the entire week. And I really do like doing that. So when I sit and start listing, the first listing I do, I'm just going to make it go live. And then I schedule my listings out 6 per day, every 4 hours. I start one at 4 a.m., 8 a.m., noon, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., and midnight. And there's really no science behind those time frames. It's just easier for me to remember as I'm going through and scheduling them out to go live. It does seem kind of weird that you're sitting there on an electronic death pile of items that could be listed and you could have people potentially buying those items. But in my own personal experience, I know that when I do marathon listings, I mean, there's been times that I would do 30, 40, 50 listings in one sitting. And I've never seen a huge increase right away. And by right away, I mean the same day, next day, 2 days. The sales never came that quick. So I'm not convinced that having an electronic death pile is all that detrimental in the long run. I think having those listings come live over time probably is more helpful than hurtful. A lot of the items that I was listing and doing drafts for this morning were things that I picked up at estate sales. So they don't list quite as quick as a lot of the bin store items that I get. A lot of times those bin store items, I can list 20 to 25 items per hour because they're just easy and they're just fast. It's not quite so easy with a lot of the stuff that I pick up at either estate sales or garage sales. But my page views and impressions have leveled out to their previous normal levels. They're not any higher, they're not any lower. Technically, it said my organic page views and organic impressions were up a tiny bit, but that could be natural fluctuation. So things are looking like they're getting back to normal. I haven't fooled with any more ending and sell similar on my entire store. So before it gets any later and I have to struggle to get to the post office before they close, I'm going to go pull my orders. Okay, I've got 2 items in the 01 bin. And the first item is this book. Shifting the Balance, and this sold for $21.71 with free shipping. Also in 01 is another book, Divine Will. Let's see, Divine Will Drop Book Series, and this sold for $16.46 plus shipping. Okay, in M17, I sold some Babygate banister adapters. And these sold for $9.71 with free shipping. In the 02 bin, I sold 2 packs of these cleats. I think it's like bike cleats. And these sold for $17.92 plus shipping. Okay, in the 010 bin, I sold a 6-pack of swimming gloves. And these sold for $14.21 free shipping. In the F12 bin, sold a book. It is Simplified 425. Guess that's a sports book. Yeah. And this sold for $9.41 plus shipping. In the 013 bin, I sold a 2-pack of some eye relief. It's this Pataday Once Daily Relief, and this sold for $13.46 plus shipping. In the 06 bin, I sold some dog field training notes, and these sold for $13.46 plus shipping. So here are the 8 items going out today, and every single one of these items came from the bin store, and really the same bin store. Because I do have some older items that have come from different bin stores, but all of these came from the same one. And every single one of these items I either have 50 cents or $1 into. Like these Pataday Once Daily Relief eye drops. It's possible that I have $1 into each one, but I seriously doubt it. And even if I did have $1 into every single one of these items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've only got $10 into these things, and my total sales for these items are $116, but some of them do have free shipping. But that's still why I do like shopping the bin store so much. And like I was talking about earlier, these things are so quick to list. These items, brand new in the package, you don't have to clean them up. You can scan the barcode either on eBay, or a lot of these have Amazon barcodes. You scan them on Amazon, check the price, do a quick comp, and you get it listed. Same thing with the books, barcodes. They're just super, super easy. I do have a video planned out where I want to talk about the pros and cons of bin store sourcing. And, you know, for me, bin store sourcing is a primary way that I get my inventory. For me, things would be a lot harder if I didn't have access to not only a bin store, but a good bin store. Because I've said before, there are quite a few of them around, and really I only source one. And I am cutting back on my sourcing a good bit. I did go to the bin store last week, and I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday for $1 or $2 day. But I did buy some items, but by and large, I'm simply not doing bin store sourcing because I have such a large death pile of that type of inventory already. So that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.